So again, thank you again, Bahani Watch World, for giving us this VIP pass where we're the only ones in the stores and we're like fully locked just for us. Hello viewers, good morning. Good morning, Shino. Hello viewers, how are you guys? We are here back at Sal and Sal. Seyman behind the camera, Salim here, abbreviation of our names, talking about what we are most passionate about. One of them, most predominantly, is watches. So today we are thankful and honored to be here at Bahani Watch World. They are one of the leading retailers of watch brands in Kuwait from the 1960s. They have affordable brands. Certina, this is a very utilitarian and affordable watch. Two luxury watches, which include Omega, Bell & Ross, and even going into independents such as Cyrus. So you can see the vast array of brands that fall under this company. And we're talking here about like at least 10 plus brands, including other accessories and so on and so forth. So today is a big day here in Kuwait. They are now the official distributors of a brand a lot of watch enthusiasts in the Arab world, especially in Kuwait, have been waiting for, which is Doxa. Now, I have not seen them yet. They have been in Kuwait for the past week. I have been really trying to control myself and refraining to not come and look at them, to give actual real life reactions to what I think towards the watch. So again, thank you again, Bahani Watch World, for giving us this VIP pass where we're the only ones in the stores and we're like fully locked just for us. So wristwatch check, this is a Certina. I've actually not worn this watch in 5 years. It's an amazing, affordable watch. It's one of the brands they carry as well. Most people who see this, they think it's a Rolex Hulk. So, well, I think actually in some sort of way it's more unique, but that's for another time. Again, back to Doxa. We are going to talk about the Sub 200. These are the most affordable range, and apparently over the past week it's been the most fast-selling watch of the range, and it's the most affordable watches under the Doxa umbrella. It's maybe a gateway to a lot of watch people or watch enthusiasts, and at the same time it has all those unique heritage aesthetics. So let's go to the yellow color dial. I think this will be a hit, especially with the Rolex colorway. This is called the Diving Star, the colorway, the yellow color. And it's a 42.5mm case, amazing lug to lug, so it wears much more smaller, no crown guards. The bezel is actually lume, but it's a unidirectional bezel, has a rice of beads bracelet. Now, I've seen a lot of commentary, a lot of videos that they complain about the stamped clasp. Honestly, I like it. It gives that extra vintage heritage. Date wheel, it has an ETA 2824 movement, so it's a workhorse movement. Very, very affordable watch, very beautiful watch. I've not tried it on my wrist yet. We'll get wrist shots of this watch as well. Really, really a very, very nice watch, which hopefully we will be getting one soon. So yeah, this is the Diving Star variant. This is the Sea Rambler, which is basically a grayish metallic dial. Also a very undertone look compared to the yellow Virgin or yellow dial variant. So now we're going into the, we're going upscaling and higher in terms of the model. So this is the Sub-C graph. Okay, so basically this is the chronograph version of the watch that we just saw of the Sub 200. This is a bit chunkier, a bit heavier. It has the chronograph functionality. It does not have the date functionality, but it's basically for bigger wrist size people. I will be very honest, this is not my cup of tea. It's just too big for me. I would actually definitely go for the Sub 200, but it is still a nice legible watch with all the same features in terms of aesthetic to the Sub 200T. Now, going into, and by the way, just for reference, the name of this color variant is the Shark Hunter. So the black dials are Shark Hunters. Now going into a Caribbean style, because actually the blue, this navy blue is called Caribbean. This is a carbon case. From what I know as well, this is a hot seller. This is the last piece, and they've got a few pieces over the course of a week. This is going into the quintessential design of Doxa, but in a different material case. And this is the Sub 300. Now it comes in a rubber strap. It's the type that you have to cut off. So basically do it right, or because you're stuck with whatever wrist size it is. Again, with a date function, very unique type of tachymeter bezel. This is not COSC certified. We will go into the variant which is COSC certified. This is also made out of titanium, the case back. And it is a beautiful watch, to be honest. This is like, how do I say, you want to get a Doxa, but in a more modern format, so this is the way to go. See the setup of Bahbani Watch World. Honestly, amazing people, very kind that they even put it in their Rapport case, which actually they are also a distributor for. So they're not only for watches, also the accessories of watches or any complementary items. I think Graph for pencils, Scheffer for pens. So that is also included. So going back to the watch itself, another rubber strap watch, which honestly is super comfortable. This is the way I would go because I am one who gains and loses weight very quickly. This is not the type of strap in which you have to cut off. It's basically like any normal strap wherever the hole is and suitable to your watch side. Now, this is my favorite watch under the brand. This is the first time I see it. It's very heavy, but I still like it. This is what for me would have been, now I don't know, I'm analyzing with you guys, would be my entry door to Doxa, which is the 600T. I just love the design. I love the chunkiness. I love the crown at 4 o'clock. It just looks like that heavy utilitarian watch. Again, this is the Caribbean colorway, which is the blue navy according to them. It just looks super legible. Like honestly, if I would like relate, I know it's not a competition to its counterparts of Rolex and so on and so forth, but for the price, I don't think you can go wrong with this. And the colorway, the orange accents against the blue, it just feels like a solid watch. Now, just so you know, all their watches have closed case back, which I feel goes into or supports the functionality of what the watches are used for, where not a lot of people dive nowadays, but if you wanted to dive, this would be the way to go. So again, this is my watch choice. Not this colorway, we'll go into which colorway, but this is the 600T. In a rubber strap. Now we go into the 600T, but in a steel bracelet. Now this would be my watch choice. I'm a steel bracelet kind of guy. I'm more into bracelets than straps, rubber or leather, although they are more comfortable, but I would go this variant. So basically this is the C amber dial. By the way, and if you want to know the name of the dial color, it's actually written in the dial itself. So I actually forgot, but then I read it, so I remembered. This is the Sub 600T again on a steel bracelet. I would go this from all the watches in the collection available. Now you could choose either a black bezel or a steel bezel. I would go a steel bezel with the Aquamarine dial, or we call it a Tiffany dial, but it's not available here. So I actually really love this. It's really legible, really simple, really undertone. It is a thick watch, as you can see. It's super thick, but what's the harm? And the pricing on this watch, it's like amazing. I'm actually surprised, and a lot of people, and I think Sulaiman, you as well, when you came to me, it's like, Sam, they're super affordable, and for what you are holding and you're getting, I definitely see that. Like, I'm super excited. I'm trying to keep my grounds in, but this is really a watch to go. Like, it's super beautiful. Well, but I will get it in the Aquamarine. I'm going to ask them to get me in the Aquamarine. Again, this is the Diving Star, and it's in a black bezel. It does come in steel, so you can choose the variant in which they have in the catalog. So they have a big array of color choices, but I would still go for the steel bezel. I feel it just gives it an extra hint of classiness with durability and functionality. So now going into the quintessential design aesthetics of Doxa, which is similar to the carbon, one that we spoke on previously. But before we go into the design, the gloves. It's orange, the watch is orange, and there is a reason for that, because Doxa is synonymous with the color orange. Like now, as you can see, they have a good choice in colorways. But why the orange? Because I think they had like this experimentation exhibition of which is the most legible color underwater. And they found out that the color orange was the most legible color, as deep as 30 meters amongst all these other color variants. As a functionality, the color orange is the most legible in terms of diving. And this is what the brand is most synonymous for, because it's a diving watch brand. This is the brand image or the brand positioning amongst other watch brands. So this is the 300T. This is not COSC certified. This is, I wouldn't say affordable, but like a bit less expensive than the COSC certified variant. Again, it comes with a very comfortable, very quality type of rubber strap, but again, it's the cut variant where you need to cut it, so I wouldn't go for this. But a lot of people are comfortable with this type of strap. It has a unidirectional bezel, which is very unique to the brand. Again, it's a screw-down crown like all the other watches without crown guards. And I love how actually the brand logo is on the upper left side, like between the 10 and the 12, and where the details of the watch is on the opposite end, which is between the 4 and 6. So it's kind of unique to the brand. I've not seen a lot of watch brands do this. Date functionality. Like honestly, like for the price, I'm looking at the price now, I don't know why we don't follow this watch. Like anyone, even as a gift, as a graduation gift, to get a watch with brand history, heritage, unique design, unique colorway, like, I don't know. It baffles me. Definitely Doxa is next on my list. So we're going to go into the steel variant, which is COSC certified, and it is this watch here. As you can see, and we're going to do close-ups of these, there is a bit of a difference to the dimensions. This is more true to the vintage or the original design to the watch in terms of the case and so on and so forth. Again, close case back, Rice of Bees bracelet. This is, I've not seen another brand do this in this way. Only like in vintage models, just Omega, if I'm not mistaken. Omega used to use this in their Seamaster collection. I've not put this on my wrist, but it seems super smooth, especially with all the stickers. This is a beautiful watch. This is a beautiful watch. Now, if you want to know the difference between, they look the same, but how do I know this is the more expensive version or the COSC certified version? Number one, the COSC certified version does not have a helium escape valve. The normal version does. If you can see also, there is a dome in the crystal. The other one doesn't. It's somewhat slimmer. And the T, if you can realize, and we'll do close-ups of this, the Sub 300 normal version has a T in the end. The normal one does not have a T. Definitely a very valid proposition, definitely a valid proposition. This is also one of my top choices or contenders. Now, I'm questioning if I should still stick with a 600T or go for the Sub 300. And lastly, everyone's favorite color for 2021 and going into 2022, the Tiffany color. We call it Tiffany, but actually what Doxa calls it the Aquamarine. It's really nice. It's really nice. Don't tell me OP, people. Forget the OPs. This has a date function. This has history, heritage. Again, I keep saying it, functionality. So I feel like this is a watch that you can literally pass on. I know people have done that on their previous or more vintage models, but this is beautiful. This is definitely beautiful. This is again COSC certified, again with the non-existing helium escape valve, the aesthetics, and the inclusive of the T and the dial of the watch. So yeah, Now, let's see what I would choose. After handling these watches, I think I'm going to change my mind. Let's see if I'm easily, how do I say it, taken away, or I'm going to stay true to the 600T. Okay, lastly, now we didn't talk about dimensions in depth, but most of their watches, or all their watches, are above 42 millimeters. But again, they were smaller than that. We're going to do a few wrist shots on these watches. Now, the watch of choice that I would take, but it's not here, unfortunately, is this Doxa, but on a steel bezel. Now, again, I don't think I've swayed, because I think this is the most legible for me, to be very frank. Now, just so you know, as of yet, and the filming of this video, they have one piece of each watch. So you gotta choose wisely what you take. But my top contenders or top choices would be this, but it's not there, on a steel bezel, or this Doxa. So technically I would go this. Why? This is, I think, this is taking me back to the 1967, which I wasn't even born yet, but I guess my dad was, and I think if he was into watches, he would take this watch, but it's just super comfortable. Like you can see, because of, and by the way, the dial is much smaller than what the overall dimensions of the watch is. It's unique. I don't think you can, like, you know how when they always say you can spot a Panerai a mile away? You can definitely spot this Doxa a mile away. Who knows watches will definitely compliment you for this one. So this is definitely a watch in terms of a way to go. Actually, let me try this, okay, since it's on a steel bezel. Okay, now you can see, actually, that one wears nicer than this one. I don't know why. I don't feel I have a chunky watch. The silver is nice on this. Hard choice. I think we're going to see in terms of price, but this is COSC certified, which I don't really care much. But again, ETA movement, workhorse, easily serviceable, so affordable as well. I don't know. Seyman, which one? You choose. Which one? This or this?
Orange all the way.
Okay. Then we have to take diving classes to make this for what it's used for. But no, it does wear much nicer. You see? Yeah. Yeah, it's good for the summer, especially in the summer here in Kuwait. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you, Bahbahani Watch World. Thank you to everyone who supported here. Sleiman, thank you. You're still behind the cameras. He will do a big debut somewhere in the future. But this is honestly an honor that they let us in and let us handle their watches and giving us this private access to these watches as well. So again, thank you to Bahbahani Watch World. We're looking forward to future insights to other brands that they have, because I honestly do love Luminox. I am into Certina, Omega. Definitely I'm a big Omega fan. Scheffer is a pen that my dad used to always use. So definitely this is a watch retailer that people should be aware of. If you're ever in Kuwait, they have several outlet stores, 2 in the main most prominent malls in Kuwait, 360 Mall, Avenues, and 1 in Jahra, which is a bit far off, but the main collections are in these 2 stores. Now, don't forget to follow Bahbahani Watch World. We're going to keep their Instagram account in the description box below. They're going to bring a few upcoming brands as well, which we can't disclose. I actually know 1 or 2, but hopefully we will be part of that as well as we come furthermore into the brand itself and talk about different brands under their umbrella. Give them a shout out. Amazing brand, amazing people. Their prices are internationally competitive. I'm not even talking local. And they're definitely the way to go, to be very frank with you guys. And one of the brand retailers in Kuwait that I definitely vouch for as a choice. And they are not paying me anything for this. And we have this on camera. We are just saying the truth of what we feel towards the watch brands they have and towards them as well. And thank you again. It's been a pleasure and it's been fun. And we look forward to seeing you guys in upcoming videos.